Hey, what's up, X-Wing superfans? Let me know if you can hear me. How's everybody doing tonight? We're just about to get a first featured match underway. Working on getting the list info up on the screen. Took us a minute to get everything. It took us a minute to get everything figured out because we life caught up with me at least. So like I know. I haven't been around a lot, and I'm sure all of you are super bummed about that because I'm the coolest guy ever, right? Um, but yeah, in all seriousness, I was so busy this week with work that I didn't even get to schedule any matches. So these were the first two volunteers once we got to the shop. Also, some exciting news. FCB moved, so that was another thing that we had to work on this week, is getting the stream back up and running. However, definitely looking forward to the games tonight. Also looking forward to our live stream of our first live stream of Imperial Assault this weekend. That's going to start Sunday at about 12:30. Working on it. The players are now rushing me.
Go faster. We really just type in our stuff. I'm gonna keep them really close together to make that really hard.
I'm excited. I'm glad you're adding votes to a poll that I never set up. You're the man, Audio Weasel.
Is that?
Oh, I left out your binary pirate. Here we go.
Yeah, my big old banana pirate. But he's voting for you, and I'm playing. What's going on here?
Actually, he voted for Brandon. I don't know if he knows that's my name. He's probably talking about Brandon White.
Oh, maybe.
Audio Weasel, we will be back next week with at least an Imperial the first mission of Imperial Assault Aftermath, the first campaign mission. We might also throw in a skirmish, depending on if I can get some players together. It's unfortunately, even though I really like Imperial Assault, Lambot likes it, and then Brendan, one of our other players, likes it here. It's hard to get players because it's not super big down south, not nearly as much as it is up around like the northeast and stuff. However, we're ready. Yeah, Lambot is pushing me. So the match is off, and I'm going to throw a timer up here. Just we like to know how long things are going. So, how's everybody been? This is like, I've been away, and there have been episodes, and I've been trying to keep up with posting the episodes to YouTube, and I'm dropping my phone right now. Yeah, I haven't been to the shop for a while. Also, I wanted to hop in on the second match tonight, except that I went to work without any of my game stuff and didn't really have time to go home on the way here. So I don't have any ships, so I hope we're going to be able to get a second match after this one's over. The Scum, they all have low pilot skill here, so they sort of inched off the line. The Trandoshan slavers stopped. Everybody else took a nice leisurely one straight ahead. The Red Veterans are now activating at pilot skill 4. Two Dubs is not taking Lambot's approach. He's going to go 4 straight and then boost. Howie Loader, they actually had to downsize. They were in this space about 3 years ago, and they moved to the other one, but there was a leasing issue where they were going to increase the price on the other one, so they had to move back to this smaller space. But that's okay, because it's a really nice space. It's just a little bit smaller than the old store. And the studio back here, the office, is comically small compared to even the other one. But that's okay, because we still love X-Wing and we still love games and we're still playing games. And the store's packed right now. There's D&D going on. We're playing X-Wing. There's some Magic players. Miranda Doney takes a 3 out of the gate, and then we'll slam for a 3 straight ahead, but we'll run into her buddies. Howie Loader, we don't know. Like, we can rent space next to us. That, in fact, when we did regionals this year, we overflowed our store, so we rented this store, which is right next door to the old store. We also don't know if we're getting regionals. We won't know that until until the middle of spring, probably Marchish. And there are a lot of other stores in Atlanta. There are probably 12 stores that frequent X-Wing. I don't know about 12. There are probably 6 stores with an X-Wing night. In the Atlanta area, but we'll see. Like, I would love to do regionals again. That was a freaking great day, and you guys are awesome. And if we get regionals again, it'll be a lot of fun. And we will definitely be streaming our store championships of X-Wing and Imperial Assault. So stay tuned for that. The announcement should be coming. We like to do our X-Wing tournament pretty early, so it's usually like the first week of January. And yet again, the Scum takes a pretty slow maneuver. This time they decide to go 2 straight instead of 1. Lambot jokingly saying he should get a target lock instead for doing a green maneuver from K4. And then he's like, "Why aren't you in range, 2 dubs? What are you doing over there?" Appreciate that, Eaglet's Eye. That's good to hear. I intended to be here 2 weeks ago, but work needed me to stay late. Like, I was working until about 12:30 that night, prepping for a show that weekend, and I'm going to tell you a really awesome story. That show was canceled because we had a hurricane. We found out Thursday afternoon that they were going to cancel the Saturday show because of that hurricane. So put in a lot of work, put in a lot of overtime that week to prep that show, and then it got postponed until the first week of November. Audio Weasel, yes, and it'll probably happen again. If we get another big tournament, then and it lasts another 12.5 hours or 15 hours or however long we were there, it'll definitely be fun, and we'll all be very loopy. And the Red Veterans take another 4 straight, and then Miranda will 2 straight ahead, and then slam for a 2 bank. Howie Loader, we will be doing more giveaways. In fact, I don't know if you play Imperial Assault, but we will be giving a couple of things away. Not our big regional blowout like we did earlier, like we did for X-Wing, but for our first Imperial Assault tournament, we will be giving away an expansion and a pretty rad Boba Fett artwork piece. So just tune in on Sunday to see if you win that. And then we will be giving stuff away during our X-Wing Store Championship in January as well. Howie Loader, as soon as we have a date confirmed, it will absolutely be, we'll say it here on the show, and it'll be all over the forums and our Facebook page. And it's, we kind of know what day we want, but we're also, there are a lot of gamers down here and a lot of games to do Imperialist, or a lot of games that are going to have store championships. So we're working with other stores to just make sure that we don't overlap any major days. Like we don't want any X-Wing tournaments on the same day, or really we don't, if we can manage, we don't want any Fantasy Flight Store championships doubled up, if possible. But there are a lot, so we'll see how it goes. Audio Weasel, you can decide if you want to buy Imperial Assault when you watch our show. It's going to be awesome. We're going to do a campaign mission. You're going to get to hear player conversation, which is something a little bit different than we do for X-Wing. And that'll start next week. Next Wednesday night, same time as always. And the Red Veterans are finally going to commit to that left-hand turn. The scum still kind of lazily drifting ahead. They're like, all right, we'll turn this time. But nothing too drastic. Eaglet's Eye, yeah, we're running an Imperial Assault campaign, and that'll start 8:45 to 9 p.m.-ish. And I'm really hoping to get in a skirmish game before that, but it just depends on if I can get players. But don't fret, we will still be doing our bi-weekly X-Wing streams. Imperial Assault will not conflict with that. So 2 weeks from now, we'll be playing more X-Wing. Miranda measures for a target lock against the Trandoshan Slaver. To no avail. She will then take a slam for 3 straight ahead. Can't get rid of that weapon's disable token. Measuring for Miranda's attack, looking like they're just out of range. Eagle Sigh, they were thinking that, but she is actually still barely outside range 3. Yes, I really feel like the Red Veteran, or not just the Red Veterans, the T-70 X-Wing for the most part is still a little on the pricey side. It's probably not as bad as the X-Wing, but I think it costs about a point too much. And that's just me. Like, I've been beaten by it before, so it's definitely good. It's definitely a good ship, but Audio Weasel, I do love the Magic Bosk Busk. Lambot was just saying get ready for his fancy move. I'm going to see how it goes. Oh, he did a 3 turn around the asteroid. That was fancy. Oh, I love the wide arc on the YV. It's awesome. And in fact, if you take a 3 turn and boost, if somebody was chasing you, like, you can probably swing that arc around and get him back in. J-Turn 314. I'm actually going to have our buddy Imperial Ace 93 paint mine up as in a classic Optimus Prime sort of getup. Pansy, that sounds a lot of fun. I might try that. And then the Trandoshan Slaver swung around to come after those X-Wings, and then the Red Veterans will take a 2-bank and go toe-to-toe with the YV666. Miranda taking a 2-turn around the outside. She's still in arc there. Hard to say if she hard to say if he slams here, if he could get out or not. So we might just he might decide to commit this turn. Yep, he's taking a focus action. Torkel Mux measures to drop her pilot skill to 0, and she is way too far out of range. Miranda Doney performing her first attack against Trandoshan Slaver. I'm going to guess it's going to be a twin laser turret attack. Looks like 2 hits and no evades. 1 shield lost on the Trandoshan Slaver. We'll focus for 1 hit. And 2 shields down on the YV. Red Veterans are up. They are both range 2 of the YV. First attack, 2 hits. One more shield. Second, next attack, focus for 3. And we'll take 3 shield. That puts the Trandoshan Slaver. Is that out of shield? I want to find out. Is the Trando out of shield? And then did we decide if did that happen? And Torkel Mux is barely within range 3 of Miranda and will take a twin laser turret shot. Looks like 3 hits. Even with C-3PO, he can't evade that. So it's going to be 1 damage down. And second attack. We'll focus for 2. So if he declares 1 with C-3PO and then rolls 1, he can evade it. Did not happen. One more shield down off of Miranda Doney. And Syndicate Thug measuring looks like it's barely going to be within range 3 again. Two hits. What's up, Skojo? And another shield off of Miranda. Death by 1,000 needles. Wait. I think the Slaver just attacked and Miranda took some shield. Miranda took a weapons failure. Howdy, howdy, Skojo. What it is. And going back to dials. So make some calls. Is the Trandoshan Slaver going to do a full stop and just sit there and hope those reds run into him? Or is he going to go really fast or turn around or turn or something to avoid them? Like, I feel like if he did a 3-turn, then I don't know. Somebody make a guess. Yeah, it's like the stop seems like a good choice, but I would be afraid that those two X-wings are going to get in range 1 and waste me. Maybe I'm a conservative player too, so I don't know, but it's also better to be able to shoot back if possible. And if he did a 3-turn, like I was saying, he might still take one of the shots and then not be able to return fire. If they do, they were all at range 2. So if he does a full stop and they only go 1 forward, nobody bumps. If they go faster than 1 forward, they'll probably bump. He took the 1 bank. Trying to conserve some damage. Red 1 is almost certainly going to run into him now, which is probably a good thing. Red 2 might hit him also. And remember, he has tactical jammer, so if he runs into a ship and that ship can't shoot him, then he's giving his buddies back behind him additional defense dice. Red 2 takes a 1 straight and does not bump, gets a focus. Red 1 probably took the 1 straight also and moves basically nowhere. No, he took the 3-turn. That is a smart move on 2Dub's part, getting him out of there. He did not do a 3-turn. He took the Talon roll. Halen, that's what I was talking about. Meaning that the Reds would have to shoot through the Trandoshan Slaver at the Y-wing or something, and then it would give the Y-wing or the Z95 an extra defense die. And Miranda takes a 3-bank and gets out of there. Still going to take some twin laser turret fire, however, I'm afraid. But Wilson put himself in an awesome place. He's still going to get 2 range 1 shots on that Trandoshan slaver. Reroll 1 die with Predator. 3 hits. Second range 1 shot, Predator reroll, 3 hits again on the Trandoshan slaver. Has to get an evade or he dies. I think he got it. That's going to be 2 hull remaining on the YV. Unless, of course, he takes extra damage from crits. Halen, I think, like, why do you say that? I think it was a great roll because he got 2 range 1 shots. That's the thing. It didn't, I mean, it wasn't 100% perfect because he could have destroyed the Trandoshan and that didn't happen. But, they're using the new crit deck tonight. Both of them are. I believe. I know Lambot is. And I would assume that Wilson, that 2 Dubs is too. Torkel deals a crit to Miranda Doney. Wait. They're pointing at a lot of stuff, and I'm not keeping up with what's going on. I'm just going to get a hit point check at the end of the round. Audio Weasel, that's how it goes. The Scum large bases will not be widely competitive until they get a way to reliably cancel damage like the Rebels have. The Rebels and Empire both have. That's my opinion, at least. Some people don't agree with me because it is like kind of not in the idea of Scum really, but it's when the other factions have it, then they need it, in my opinion. Because that's a lot of points that just fold on the first turn. And Miranda Doney goes down. First blood of the evening, Miranda Doney has been destroyed. And they're just laying fire into Red Veteran 2. I'm going to get a hit point check in a moment. Well, he's into hull damage. Wow. All right, let me go get a hit point check. I think he should be at 2 hull left, but we'll see. Okay, Red Squadron Veteran number 2. I was right. He has 2 hull remaining. Also, the Red Veteran 2, as well as the Trandoshan Slaver, both have a Shaken Pilot critical card, meaning they cannot reveal straight maneuvers until they reveal a maneuver that is not straight. They flip the card over the next time they reveal a maneuver. Halen, the Fire Spray has always been one of my favorite ships in the game. However, it's not it's at least right now, and maybe not ever. It's not a hugely competitive ship. I like the fact that the Scum ones can take EPTs, which is good, and the higher pilot skills definitely matters. But I mean, that's still it's a little pricey for what you get, and in fact, like now you get the Trandoshan Slaver for 6 points cheaper. It's even like that's another hit against the Fire Spray, in my opinion, because the Trandoshan's like the quality of the YV is in that it's cheap compared to other ships with similar stats. It does have I wouldn't say a bad dial. It has a weak dial. The super wide primary firing arc alleviates that to a degree. It's also just like I usually end up playing Bosk most often because that's the only way to get access to Pilot Skill 9 or anything really like anything higher than Pilot Skill 6 really. Which you kind of need to make your large bases survivable in the current climate. You got to give them boost at super high pilot skill. Three Bounty Hunter was pretty good through Wave 3. The Phantom started to tear it apart when Wave 4 came around. But one of our local super awesome players who actually went to the final, James, if anyone looks at our YouTube channel, he played in the final of our regional tournament here, and he played 2 Bounty Hunters and Backstabber for 6 or 8 months. It was a long time. And he won all kinds of tournaments. Torkel Mux will reduce Red Veteran 2 to Pilot Skill 0. By the way, big thanks to everybody for tuning in. We got 16 people. The highest I've seen so far is 19. And that's a big deal, and I appreciate it. Lambot rolled the first attack and then answered his phone. By the way, I just got a new cell phone, if anybody cares. It's pretty exciting. I got the Galaxy S6 active. I'm pretty sure Torkel Mux is attacking Red Veteran 2. For 2 hits, and 1 more damage onto Red Veteran 2. 1 more, and he is out. And Red Veteran 2 is destroyed. Syndicate Thug against Red Veteran 1. One damage. And focus, so it's a 1 damage. And the YV will make a range 1 attack for 3 hits. 1 evade, cancels one damage and takes 2 additional shield. He is down to hull only remaining. And now Red Veteran needs to GTFO. Hey, I'm just checking. If I take the headset off, you can still hear me talking, and you can't. Cool. Oh, I never moved the Binary Pirates nameplate. I apologize for that. Trandoshan Slaver takes a 1 bank. Syndicate Thug banks in. Torkel Mux just takes a 2 straight ahead. Three bank from the Red Veteran will land him on top of the Trando, I believe. Torkel Mux measuring to see if he can reduce Red Veteran to pilot skill 0. He cannot. Then again, it doesn't look like Red Veteran's gonna have an attack anyway. Oh, he does. That's that little orange token says that it's an EPT token from a third party, allowing him to reduce. And then Torkel Mux will perform the first attack. 1 hit from a twin laser turret against Red Veteran 1. And 1 evade from auto thrusters. And 3 hits from Torkel Mux. Red Veteran has to take that damage. It's going to be one more hull. It puts him to 2 hull remaining. Syndicate Thug is outside range 2, allowing him to attack the Red Veteran. First attack blanks out. Second attack, 2 hits. And he goes to change that focus result to an evade, and he doesn't have the focus token. Oh, and it looks like the Binary Pirate can also shoot the red veteran. This might be game. Who can tell me how much a red squadron veteran costs? Is it 28? 27? Something? And that's game. He got 3 hits. Red veteran can only possibly earn 2 evades. Throw up any... thanks, guys. 26 points. Throw up any viewer questions you have for our players. I'm going to get 2 dubs in here. And we'll have a chat with the guys. And then we'll find another match. There are a couple other guys out there playing. We'll see. So give us a minute, and I'll interview the guys.
That could have been enough damage to take him off.
Okay, can everybody talk? Can we hear it?
Yeah, you can.
So, oh yeah, let's put.
Do you have the shot cam? It's gonna be like below the waist shots. How you have it set up though.
Yeah.
Nice pants.
There we go. Here. Somebody sit down.
Someone sit in.
You're. I don't think.
There we go. I sit down. Winner gets to sit. Loser has to stand.
Well, it's because I'm their favorite commentator. Right?
So, everybody hear me? The level's jumping. Cool. Yeah, so,
So David flew super well.
Yeah,
he did, and it's, I mean, you didn't do, I think you did well too. I love that talent. It's like you split the YV in a super awesome way, and you were range 1 you were like, both ships were range 1 when, like, his intention was probably to block one of you, and then the other, like, so then we'll have to shoot through his tactical jammer.
Right.
And
There you go.
At first, I was sort of thinking about having both of them do the Talon roll, but then I thought he's probably going to try to bump because he's got all these slower pilots, and so I figured I would be able to Talon roll one of them because I knew a K-turn was going to not work out.
Right.
I almost actually, I almost 3-turned there instead of stopping.
That's what I was thinking. A 3-turn, like to the.
I figured.
Which way we face, to the left, maybe?
It would have been to the left.
Well,
it would have been
down
to
the screen to the right.
It would have been to chase after Miranda more, but I figured Miranda probably wouldn't get out of arc, and if she did, then she'd be like really out in the open alone against my two TLTs. So.
Yeah, I almost actually wish I had gone a little bit slower there with Miranda instead of the 3 bank on with the 2, because I think that actually would have kept me out of Torkoal.
I noticed like the first turn of combat, and it felt like I can hear you guys talking a little bit better than I could in the other places.
Yeah.
Like you were, Lambot was saying, it's like I started here and I only moved. It's like, and you went freaking. He was going one forward every time, and you were doing 3s and 4s for several turns.
Of course, that's how I play those kind of lists. So
I knew he was going to slow roll, so I was just hoping to get squeezed behind him.
Yeah, that's why I turned as much as I did, because I knew he was trying to get behind me. So, and you probably heard my my fancy flying, that 3-turn I did in between the rocks. Did you like that one?
Yeah, here's my special maneuver. Yeah, and it's.
I was about to just do a 1-bank. It's like let's make this more exciting, and I did a 3-turn.
Actually, I honestly think that won him the game. It definitely sealed the fate for me faster, because that was such a bold move. I definitely wasn't prepared for it.
I mean, and it's just. And I like the Houndstooth, and it's like, and I've talked about it on the stream, like during your game. In fact, it was like, it throws out a lot of damage, but it falls really fast. Like it throws out damage the first couple turns.
Not fast enough.
So it's like, but you could have cleared him with the 2 ships.
He's more there to soak up damage from people while the TLTs do work. So.
Yeah.
And then the Banana Pirate's there to do stuff
to fill points.
Yeah. Technically, he's got the kill shot, so. Hero
Bandit. That's the thing around here was Hero. I guess it's
Hero
Pirate.
He's a Hero Banana Pirate. So.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, I didn't think I've played that. That's my second time playing that, and it's done surprisingly well twice. So I might keep playing it.
Does any viewers have questions? Anything we haven't covered?
Yeah. You know, it's funny is I took the tactical jammer, and it never actually came into effect because it never came into effect.
Yeah, I know.
Because you only shot at the because you're shooting at the guy that has a ton of health, or you're shooting at my guys that have an extra die because you're
range 3 plus an extra die.
Yeah.
Or just range 2 plus a die, but.
Yeah, I wanted to blow up the wall, and I figured I would lose Miranda while blowing up the wall, and then I was hoping that the last 2 X-Wings could take out the rest, because with turrets, and they have auto thrusters, staying at range 3, that was the plan going in, but didn't quite go according to plan.
Someone's asking what the lists were.
I think that's Brandon White.
Is it?
It's Brandon something.
All right.
Excuse me.
All right, Brandon. I was playing the Trandoshan Slaver with K4 Security Droid, Tactical Jammer, and Greedo. Then I had Torkoal Mux with Moldy Crow,
Tickle Turret,
the Tickle Cannon, and Bosk, which is really fun with the twin or the all the auto thrusters going around.
Brendan's creeping on us. Come over here, Brendan. No, I'm just looking.
And then I had a Binary Pilot with nothing on it, and a Syndicate Thug with just a twin laser turret. And then Wilson was running. What are they called? I don't. X-wing. It's the T-70
Squadron Veterans.
The 2 Red Squadron Veterans, which are the T-70.
PS4 ones with an EPT.
Yeah. So he had Predator and auto thrusters on them, and then he had Miranda with twin laser turret and C-3PO. Since someone is asking.
I like both these lists, and it's like
to be fair, I didn't make this one up. I stole it from Paul Heaver because he won something with it. I was like,
probably something on Vassal.
It was one of the Vassal games. Yeah, I was like, this is so bizarre. I have to try it. So it worked out for me. It's worked out for me in the past. So.
I'll be honest. He didn't tell me that he took a list from the world champion when we were setting up.
Yeah.
I picked it because it seemed I picked it because his other list was the 5 pirates, and that's really annoying to keep track of on the screen.
There's not 5 pirates. They're Black Sun Squadron. They're soldiers. It's 5 soldiers.
5 soldiers with feedback arrays, and then the
Yeah.
Anyway, thanks for playing, guys.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right.
Thanks for having me.
We gotta set up for whatever the next game is.